You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, General Hospital fans. We have a comings and goings update. We want to know, given what is happening right now on our ABC soap opera, is Curtis Ashford done at GH? Is Donnell Turner leaving? So on Thursday's show, Curtis flatlined in the OR. They called in for the crash cart. It is life or death, and spoilers from the ABC soap could go either way, dead or alive. So we're going to dig into whether Donnell Turner's run is done on GH. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our General Hospital spoilers, news, updates, and more. So let's look at Donnell Turner's contract status. First, he definitely, as far as we know, is on contract, not on recurring. So that's one good sign that he's not going anywhere. The second thing about Donnell's contract with General Hospital is that he started on November 30th, 2015. Man, time flies, doesn't it? 8 years ago. So even if Donnell's contract was up, soap contracts usually run in increments of a year. So given that's kind of the industry standard, even if he was leaving this year, he wouldn't be leaving until November 30th, till almost the end of the year. So that is another good sign that he may not die and he could stick around. And he's got no conflicting projects showing on IMDb. Donnell completed this movie called Time in Between, but it's already done. It's in post-production. And the writer's strike started on Friday, July 14th. Soap actors are exempt, okay? So they can keep working. You can check our it's not on a playlist, it's just on our main channel here for a video we just did on what the actors strike means for soap operas. But Donnell Turner can keep taping at GH because the soaps are going to keep filming. But even if he had other projects lined up, another film, another TV movie, sometimes he does those Christmas movies for Hallmark Channel, Lifetime, that kind of thing. All those scripted TV and films are shutting down, because the whole rest of the acting world, all the SAG-AFTRA actors are walking away. The last time we had both a writer and an actor strike at the same time was back in 1960, if you were interested in that little piece of showbiz history. Also, another positive sign that Curtis Ashford will survive this is that Curtis has so much to live for. He's got Trina, Portia, Stella, Marshall, TJ, and so all those storylines he's tied into is another reason that he could survive. Spoilers for next week could go either way. There's two spoilers that sound like one's definitely about him and one could be about him. One is that Marcus Taggart checks in on Trina. Of course, Taggart is the dad who raised her, and Trina just found out recently that Curtis is allegedly her bio father. Yes, they had a DNA test, but Selena Wu offered to manipulate it, and she might still have. You can't ever trust a paternity test on a soap opera. You can trust it on Maury Povich. You know, he always does, "You are the dad," exciting episodes, but you cannot trust it on a soap opera. All right. So in terms of the reasons Curtis has to live and while they're probably going to keep the character alive is especially because of Trina Robinson's storyline. And we predict that Curtis is going to pull through. He might be partially paralyzed because that bullet is right near his spine. It's higher up on his back. If he was paralyzed, he could be paralyzed from the chest down. So, you know, that's they've done paralysis stories before. They did one for Sonny, and it could be great Emmy nomination fodder for his reel. So, you know, more power to him. So just real quick, the bottom line is I don't think he's going anywhere for storyline reasons and because there's no indications from the actor. But I want to share a little personal note for you guys about when I interviewed Donnell Turner and how he is in real life. But first, if you haven't, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our General Hospital spoilers, news, and more. And we'd love if you click a like on this video. So I was at this soap event a few years back and I interviewed Donnell Turner and Sean Kerrigan, and I was supposed to interview William DeVry, as well. So Sean Kerrigan played this character called Stitch over on Young the Restless, who is this sexy doctor. And Will DeVry, of course, played Julian Jerome on General Hospital. The character is now dead. So Sean Kerrigan from Y&R was super friendly, really cute in person, taller than I thought he was based on TV, but I'm short, so, everybody looks tall to me. He was a close talker. He was really witty. He was really funny. He was all smiles. He does stand-up comedy also, and you could just see that shining through his personality. Sweet, funny, cute, fit, so fit. Anyway. And so William DeVry, though, was a complete piece of work. He was upset about a story that another soap blogger had written where they quoted something he said and he was insisting he never said it. I didn't talk to him about it. He came up at me hot, raging about this writer that had written this story, said that quote that was attributed to him got him in trouble with the powers that be. He was raging. He was almost spitting in my face. He was cursing at me. He was calling me the F-bomb. And I just said, I'm short. He's not particularly tall, but a lot bigger and taller man than me, and just going off in a woman's face. It was appalling. And so it actually shocked Donnell Turner, who was close enough to not necessarily hear everything that DeVry was saying, but to definitely see that he was just browbeating me and just being really, really nasty. And he said he was sorry that happened to me. He was super sweet. So Donnell Turner was, first of all, actually, if you can believe it, hotter in person than he is on General Hospital, which is saying a lot because he is just gorgeous on the ABC soap. He's tall, very tall, fit, just like cut, just dreamy, and kind, sincere, intelligent, thoughtful, and just really fond of General Hospital fans. Loved working on the soap. This has been this was pre-pandemic, so it's been a few years ago. And just the nicest guy. Sean Kerrigan made me laugh. Donnell just made me swoon. I will say that. So I definitely hope Donnell stays on as Curtis Ashford, and I feel like it's going to be, and I don't think that Comings and Goings for GH is going to be sending him out for good anytime soon.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.